Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 2nd, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Sunday out there so far. Everybody has a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Monday and Tuesday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar currently across the United States. Also, we're going to take a look at the Watches Warning Advisory as well across the United States. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and a few other products they offer in the storm reports and the fire weather reports as well for today. And also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Monday, as we got some severe weather to talk about as well. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you're a new viewer, just make sure you subscribe as well. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see we got a big area of thunderstorms and showers extending from up here in New York, Pennsylvania, down toward D.C., the Carolinas, Northwest Bahamas, much of Florida, Florida Keys, back into the Gulf of Mexico, back into Texas, back up to Kansas, over toward Wisconsin, Michigan, across southern Canada, portion of the Great Lakes, well, much of the Great Lakes region that is, stretching through the Dakotas, back to Minnesota, back to Idaho, into Utah and Colorado. In the red slashed area here from Texas to Oklahoma to Arkansas to Missouri, some flash flooding, heavy rain. Same over here in portion of Idaho as well. We have some mixed precipitation over here in portion of Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, and also Washington State. We have more shower activity from southwestern Canada through Washington, Oregon State, northern Nevada, portion of northern California, and also portion of Idaho as well. Otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of much of the Northeast, Newfoundland, New Brunswick, down into New York State, down into portions of Pennsylvania, Ohio, also into portions of Southeast Canada, portions of the western portion of Canada, also into portions of the Four Corners region, down to the Gulf of California, much of Mexico, Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, and portions of central and southern Bahamas. All of this activity is for your Monday, June 3rd. Alright, let's move on to your Tuesday forecast. We got a big area of showers and thunderstorms stretching from a portion of South Canada through the Dakotas down to Texas, all the way over toward Florida, Florida Keys, Northwest Bahamas, through the Carolinas, also into the Outer Banks of North Carolina as well, through Pennsylvania, New York, portions of the Great Lakes, well, much of the Great Lakes region, portions of Southeast Canada and Southern Canada. We have a big area of flash flooding and heavy rain from portion of Arkansas to Oklahoma, to Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, all the way up into Minnesota, right on into the Canadian-U.S. border. Wisconsin, you included as well. Michigan and Idaho, and some shower activity along coastal areas of Oregon and Washington State, a little bit inland there as well. Alright, otherwise, dry high pressure in charge of Southeast Canada, stretching down into Newfoundland, New Brunswick, Maine, down toward New Jersey, Delaware, also down into the Bahamas, Cuba, Jamaica, the Yucatan Peninsula, across southern Louisiana, southeast Texas, southern Texas, much of Mexico, the Gulf of California, the Four Corners region, and portions of the upper northwestern United States area as well. All of this activity is for your Tuesday, June 4th. Alright, here's the weather radar currently across the nation. As you can see, we got some thunderstorms and showers that were reported in South Canada, Southeast Canada as well. Also in the New York State, stretching all the way back into the Carolinas, also back down in Mississippi, Alabama Panhandle, down across South Florida, more than Louisiana, much of Texas, stretching all the way back up to Minnesota, also in through the Dakotas as well. We got a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings in the yellow boxes here from North Dakota through South Dakota, down into Nebraska, Kansas, also into North Texas, also in Oklahoma, Southeast Texas as well. We had a few tornado warnings also in the red popping up on the map as well. Also, we have flash flood warning for northeast Texas and southwestern Texas as well. We got another system over here in the northwestern United States, bringing some showers and storms and some mixed precipitation to the higher elevation, important to Oregon, Washington, and Idaho regions as well. Alright, let's move on to the Watches Warning Advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see we got some special weather statements for northern Maine. We got a lot of severe thunderstorm watches in effect for portions of Arkansas, Oklahoma, western Louisiana, and in portions of Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado up into through the Dakotas, also Minnesota. We have excessive heat warnings southeast Texas, flash flood warnings, tornado warnings in southwestern Texas, excessive heat warnings to the southwest as well. More flash flood warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings to the northeastern Texas, flood advisory reported in Oklahoma and North Texas. The yellow box across the panhandle of Texas and western Oklahoma. Tornado watch has been posted with some ongoing severe thunderstorm warnings there. Stretching into Kansas, Nebraska, back into the Dakotas as well. We've got a tornado warning, got a severe thunderstorm warning in southeastern Minnesota. We still got the river flood warnings up here for the North Dakota-Minnesota border. Same across Iowa, also in the portions of Kansas, Nebraska, also Missouri, Iowa, Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, also into Louisiana and eastern Texas. We have excessive heat warnings over here in the Pacific, in the southwestern corner of the United States, in Arizona, Southern California, and also Southern Nevada. We also have some excessive heat warnings. Make sure we're right about that. Yeah, excessive heat warnings up here. This is excessive heat watches here. Excessive heat warnings for much of California. Heat advisories there as well. We also have some air quality alerts in portion of Colorado. High wind warning for Montana. High wind advisory for western Montana, much of Idaho, also much of Washington, Oregon, portion of Oregon State. Hydro issues there. In the green there, some flash flood watches have been posted. And also we got wind advisories also in portion of Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, Nevada as well. Alright. And also we had them storm warning, gale warning from Southern California up to the Washington coast. Small craft advisory for the central and south Hawaii and Chain Island. North side is good. Same around the Alaska area. Got some special weather statements and winter weather advisories to the northern portions of Alaska. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center overview. Okay, as you can see here, we are looking at the current radar with the, there's a slight risk stretching from the Dakotas all the way down into Texas. Enhanced risk over Nebraska and Kansas region. We got severe thunderstorm watch boxes, tornado watch boxes. We'll get that in a minute. Also, we have some ongoing severe, not severe thunderstorm warning, just some regular thunderstorms over in the eastern portion of the United States. And there's that system bringing precipitation to the northwestern areas. Alright, convective outlook, that's pretty much what I just discussed. Current watches, here's the watches from the Dakotas. Severe thunderstorm watches, that is, stretching into portions of, like I say, Nebraska, Kansas, also Colorado, Texas, also portions of Louisiana, Arkansas, southwestern Texas. The tornado watches are in red. The current MDS discussion, talking about the current watches in effect. Storm report this afternoon. We had 3 tornado reports so far. Would not be surprised to see a few more. Wind report, we had 19, 0 was high. Hail report, we had 33, 3 of them were large. Total number is 55. They pretty much took place in portion. The tornado reports was in through the Dakotas. Wind report, we had 1 down here in the Big Bend area of Florida, portion of Louisiana, southwestern Texas, northern Texas, southern Oklahoma, also northeastern Colorado, western portions of Nebraska, and also into portions of North Dakota. Hail report, pretty much same areas, North Texas, western Nebraska, and through the Dakotas as well. Alright, fire weather, this is for this afternoon. In your region over here of Arizona, southern portion of Utah, southern Colorado, and much of New Mexico as well. Alright, move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Monday. General thunderstorm pretty much for the eastern U.S. Also back into the northern and northwestern U.S. as well. Here is the marginal risk for severe weather from San Antonio all the way up to Milwaukee. And here is the enhanced risk from Shreveport to Dallas to just south of Norman, Oklahoma. Alright, the tornado probability will be 2% up here in portions of Milwaukee, Chicago vicinity, in portions of Wisconsin and Northern Illinois, and again over here from Little Rock, Shreveport, to Lupkin, to Dallas, over toward Norman, Oklahoma, also Tulsa. Here's a 2% risk for a tornado or two. Damaging winds pretty much from Milwaukee all the way down to Austin and San Antonio, and there is the 15% for Lupkin, Dallas area, and large hail, pretty much just 5% from Milwaukee to Hannibal, and then from Little Rock, Shreveport down to Waco, and portions just northwest of San Antonio. Abilene, you included, Wichita, up toward Woodward, and Tulsa and Norman, Oklahoma region as well. Let's take a look at we're going to take a sneak peek at day number 3. We do have a marginal risk for severe weather. As you can see here, the marginal risk from up here, from Duluth down to Minneapolis, La Crosse, all the way down to Omaha and Lincoln, Del Monte. This is the marginal risk. General thunderstorm elsewhere from, like I said, Watertown to Columbia to the Florida Keys, including Miami, Fort Myers, Tampa, all the way over to Waco, all the way over to Fort Steele, Wichita, Woodward, all the way into Hannibal, Pierre, and surrounding areas. All right, probability will be about 5% in the marginal risk area. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope everybody continues to stay safe and well. Make sure you subscribe if you're a new viewer and have not, and also if you have not subscribed, if you've been to my channel before, make sure you subscribe as well. Like these videos, share these videos, and we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care.